All right, welcome back to EMP Academy. Crypto Mike here. And in this video, we are covering the easiest strategy, the basic strategy for you to start printing money long-term, sustainable. I get so many questions from people. Hey, how can I get involved with your project? What's the easiest way for me to get involved and start printing tomorrow? And really, there's a few different ways. If you're an advanced crypto user, you might be thinking to yourself, well, man, you could just get into the farms and start doing this and go to the boardroom. But there is an easier way. We have created something that no other algo coin has. And this is what I'll be covering. For those of you who want to just dive in and have no care in the world, it is the Detonator, baby. Let's go. So one very important caveat with the Detonator that everyone needs to understand before getting in, and you're kind of thinking, okay, well, should I put 1,000 towards this? Should I put 10,000? Whatever your budget is. The biggest thing you need to consider is that you're not going to be liquid after you deposit your LP, EMP, and Ethereum, which we're going to show you how to zap that in and create the LP, but you will not be able to withdraw. That's in there. Once it's in, it is in, baby. But what you are doing is you're setting yourself up to earn 365%, that's 3.65x on your money, pretty much guaranteed. And the reason why I say pretty much is because we know that EMP fluctuates up and down the price. And we know that Ethereum fluctuates up and down, the price. So we have to be thinking long-term. Is Ethereum going to be going up? I think so. And I think we can all agree that in the future, it absolutely will have many X's next to it. So this is a very, in my opinion, once again, not financial advice, but very safe liquidity pool, in my opinion. It also hardens the price of EMP. So every time somebody deposits in the Detonator, this EMP gets locked up with this liquidity of Ethereum, right? Well, that essentially hardens this underlying asset right here, thus making it a more firm, solid price and harder to, sway up or down, which is a beautiful thing. So how do you get started and what are the benefits? Well, I'm gonna go over how you get started in just a second, but the benefits, here are the benefits. 1% daily, steady returns that you can use for your personal life, you can use to compound, you can use for other projects. So let's go over compounding, because this is probably the most powerful thing that you can possibly do in any type of investment that you're making, okay? And so as you see here, a 15% savings, that's because it's 5%. It's going to charge you 5% to compound. Now, the power of compound is very real. And just to show you, I pulled up a compound interest calculator to show you that if you started with $5,000 and you had an interest rate of 1% daily and you wanted to compound for 6 months, at the end of that 6 months, you would have $24,000. You would have made $19,601 over that 6-month period. That is incredible, folks. I mean, that is just incredible. So to earn $19,000 by clicking a button daily to compound is insane. Now, after this, let's just say after that fact, you said, okay, well, now I want to claim one day and compound another. You could do this however you want. You could spend the entire year and claim one day, compound another, claim one day, compound another. And this right here would still be close to the representation of what you would earn. So with that being said, you could change this number to whatever you like. Let's see what 12 months would be. If you could hold out for 1 year and compound, look at that. You turn 5,000 into 121,000. That is what some people make in a year. That is what most people don't make that in a year, just to be clear. So you would have made 116,000 if you compounded every day for a year. Now that does take a level of dedication, and I'm not saying that you should or should not do that, but I'm showing you the power. 5,000 into 121,000. There's no other asset outside of crypto that I know of that can give you that kind of return, period. There is no other investment vehicle that does that. So the power here is incredible. So yes, I think the Detonator is an incredible place to start. It is easy pleasy. And let me break it down for you a little bit. There's a timer here. You'll see we have 23 hours left. You want to claim or compound before that timer runs out. I've mentioned that. But it's very important that you do that, because if you're going to compound daily, you don't want any of your rewards. I don't care how small they are. You don't want to miss out on compounding those rewards. So the best thing to do is wait a few minutes until this runs out and then click compound. That way those rewards go back in to your deposit amount and you start compounding. You also have this incredible chance, and it is an incredible chance, to win the daily lottery. Right now, it is at $19,000. Now, how incredible would that be? Because if we go back over here and we go back to the previous, let me see, this is the compound calculator, hold on. If we go back to the previous 6 months that we put in, well, you saw it was $19,000, where here you could win the lottery and boom, you've already made $19,000. So the chances there are also it's an incredible thing to have. As luck would have it, you're in a protocol that allows you to win this type of a money, and this money is only going up. We've seen it go up from about $14,000 all the way to 19 now in just a matter of days. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're watching this video that this is much higher. It could be even $50,000 at some point in the future. So right now, this is going to be your easy way to get in. Now, how do you get in? We're going to go back to the home page. We're going to go down here and we're going to zap in the liquidity that we would like to have. So it's going to basically give you some options here to choose. Now, let's say I want to use EMP. Let's say I have some EMP. So yeah, I have a lot of EMP. I'm going to use some EMP that I have just to show you guys, just for, purposes of showing you what this is all about. So let's say that I want to use 100 EMP. Okay. So I'll go ahead and click Let's Go. And what this is going to do, this is going to go ahead and create the liquidity pool for me, meaning it's going to pair up, it's going to sell. Okay, if I click 100 EMP, it's going to sell 50 of that EMP for Ethereum. It's going to do it for me. And that's it. That's all it is. There it is. I'm done. All I have to do is wait for the approval. And it's very important that you do, because if you click off the screen, you may not get it. Okay, there it is. I can view it on my, there was just a button right there to view it right here on BSC scan. Reason I mentioned to view it on BSC scan is just so you make sure that, for your own personal, if you're like, oh, I don't see it in my MetaMask or something like this, just remember that in your activity on your MetaMask, you will have that there. It's always going to be in this activity. So, and a lot of people ask me why I don't see this in my MetaMask account. So I'm going to show you very easily how you can add it to your MetaMask account. This is basically what that zap did. Check it out. It did all of this stuff right here. Boom, 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 boom. All that stuff it just did. That's incredible. And where this liquidity is stored is going to be PancakeSwap, okay? So I have PancakeSwap open just to kind of show you guys real quick. This is the liquidity pool. And as you can see, 0.78 Ethereum EMP has been created. This was literally zero just seconds ago. And so you can see I have 50 ETH. Remember how I said it was going to, or 50 EMP. I was going to sell 50 EMP, and it put that into Ethereum, which Ethereum is much higher price. We're at 67 cents for EMP. Okay, so that is it. Now, how do I get that into my MetaMask account? Really, really, really simple. So what you're gonna do down here, you have these Pancake LP cake pools, right? So what you can do is you can simply click on this. Okay, if I wanted to click on this one, let's just say, and you can copy the contract address over here. You'll open up your MetaMask. You go to assets, go down to import token, custom token. Make sure you're on the Binance Smart Chain. And of course, this token has already been added for me, guys. So I can't really show you because it's been added. But essentially, what that will do is over in assets, I'll scroll down here and we'll go up. There it is right there. And the only reason I know that, I know it just says Cake LP. You could go in here. I believe you can even go to... can you change the name? I don't know if you can change the name, actually. It's just Cake LP. Yeah, you can't change the name, so you'll have to live with the name. But that's how you know it's in there, okay? So always view on BSC scan if you have any questions. But now what do I do? So I created the Zap. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over to Detonator. And I am simply going to have this deposit button. If you've never deposited before, you won't see any of this yet. It'll just make you deposit. Now, I'm going to click deposit. I'm going to click max. And I'll go ahead and confirm. And we'll wait for the transaction to show up here that it was successful. Just give it a second here. We'll make sure we did it right. It might have shown before. Let me just make sure. Okay, no, okay, I'm doing it again. Just make sure something happened there. I don't know. Let me refresh. Okay, this is good. This is very good that this is happening while I'm doing the video, because this might happen to you guys. So this is what my process, this is what I do. I refresh my screen. We'll go ahead and do it again. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is great. Okay. I'm so happy this happened. So when you deposit the LP, guys, this is what's going on here. This is great. Okay. So what happens is, see all these numbers at the end? Well, it doesn't like that. And quite frankly, anything past, you know, this third number here, this fourth number, we'll say, is just going to be, I mean, it's such a low digit. It doesn't matter anyways. So I'm just going to erase that. Let's see if that goes ahead and fixes our issue. Yes, it did. Okay, perfect. So the first day I deposited, I remember that happening. I'm glad that this happened while I'm doing this, because you guys would have had that same issue. So really appreciate it that you guys hung on there, and hopefully you weren't stuck on that part for too long. So maybe I'll cut a little bit out of the video and get to that a little sooner. So there we go. That is getting deposited right now, and just kind of waiting for that transaction to clear. And I believe it was deposited. I see the deposit amount just changed. And so I didn't see any type of transaction, you know, approval up here, but I did watch my deposit down here change. So when I click on deposit now, it should show 0. Yeah, I have that little tiny amount that I erased basically, which is nothing. Okay, so that is how you deposit. Now my funds are in there. I'm not going to be able to move them. That $100 or so or whatever it was is inside of the contract address. And now I'm earning, you know, 1% a day basically. It's actually right now 2.3, 2.4% a day, but who's counting? So I'm earning that. I'm in the lottery. I bought some tickets there, which is great. Every time that you deposit, you're buying tickets. That ticket allows you to earn basically tickets for the lottery. And so you want to make sure that basically if you see here, my tickets right here, this is a good way to show. I have 5 tickets for the lottery. My total tickets are 194. Okay. And so basically every time that you're depositing, you're buying tickets for the lottery. Okay. And the purchase tickets, the purchasable tickets is 45 out of 50. So essentially what it's saying is that I have 50 tickets daily that I can purchase. I have purchased 5 so far. So I would need to deposit more if I want to buy more tickets today. And that's pretty much it. So in saying that, guys, this is the easiest way that you can get involved. You can start earning. You just want to make sure that you're claiming or compounding before the timer runs out. It doesn't, by the way, that doesn't like delete your earnings. It just prolongs it just makes it a little bit longer to where, you know, you're going to earn that 365% still, but it's going to take that extra day. If you skip a day, it's going to add a day. Just think of it like that. So guys, I hope this video helped you understand the easiest, simplest way to get involved with Emp.Money, and I'll see you in the next video.